it again. Doing the thing that he does on the internet with his friends. If they come, he'll do the thing on the internet that he does with his friends. If they come. I've had worse. I've had worse songs. And if they don't come, he'll do his thing on the internet anyway. Steve's here. How you doing, my friend? Just me and you tonight. And my pretzels. Because I went and got pretzels. From the Henry Christopherson Anderson Pretzel Company. Brand new, not even open yet. Mike's no, I don't. Again, another show without a Mike's never had this before. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to find a few things for the tomorrow night extravaganza, hopefully extravaganza show. I'm gonna try to find a few things to have for the first time tomorrow. We shall see. Oh. Tonight, we're gonna make a door for the thing. Maybe. If nobody comes, we're not going to make a door. We'll see. The plan is, no, let's make a door. And I'll make a door. Even if nobody comes and I turn off the show, I'll make a door anyway. Screw them. I'll make a door and you guys don't even get to see. Or maybe I'll keep the thing going and make a door. I only got charged up to 80%. So I don't have my full capacity tonight, but we'll do what we can do. Make it and they will come. See, you keep saying that, but I've been making stuff on the internet for half a dozen years or more. People still really did. I mean, some people come. But I gotta say, I should have much more than 16,000 followers. I'm better than 16,000 subscribers. Half of which only showed up because I fell down and hit my face. That's all right. We're all on a journey. I'm gonna open my H.K. Anderson Kirkland pretzels. Find a few more things to quit. Yeah. A few more thumbnails with an injury in them. Video's still backwards. Yeah, but YouTube sucks. Your thing has no door yet. It's true. That's what we're here for tonight. But it's up on the wall. It's got its dowels. This one's still got a little bit of glue, like holding in a chip. But the screws got replaced with dowels. It's got its back little nuggets to attach it to the wall. It's up on the wall. Brian's here. How you doing, my friend? Got my pretzels. Everything's good. I wanted to get more done today. Wanted to finish the plain wall, and I wanted to finish the plain wall and the French cleat wall. I didn't think I was going to get both done, but I was hopeful that I would get at least some more done on them. Staff meeting that I've forgotten about. And the staff meeting that I forgot about turned out into like a 4-hour extravaganza. So that was a thing. Oh, and then we could do an unboxing. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Because I don't need to open this on a video. I mean, I'm going to open it on a video technically, but the Joby Podzilla. So if you remember yesterday, I was complaining about my tripod, and I was like, tomorrow I'm going to go get a new tripod. Got a new tripod. Let's have a look at it. I got the kit that apparently comes with like a microphone and a little LED light on the little clippy stand thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that, but... And instead of the balls, like the last couple of Jobies that I've gotten, the last one of which was garbage, as we talked about, this one is a little different leg structure. I can get into it. New horizons above and beyond. Hello. So just a spacer. There might be things in there, I don't know. So this is a different leg system than the ball system from the previous goes. But it's still flexy. I can already tell this is going to be a better, like, hold its shape sitch than the last, at least for now. Ball head, tighten and loosen this guy off, and then that can swivel. Yep, digging so far. Nice and stiff. Family show. It comes with a clip for my phone. I guess. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And you can go. Oh, and it clicks into sideways. Okay, cool. Yeah. There we go. Let's get you guys rocking on it. Yeah. It's almost too stiff at the start. Here we go. We'll get you like that. Okay, it says your phone and mic and LED not included. Well then what? That's deceptive. I guess the word kit just includes the little clip. Whatever. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment to get used to the stiffness of the adjustments. This one, see, this leg is already more loose than I want it to be in terms of its attachment to the base. So this is how I used to be. And these ball things just stopped kind of holding themselves nice, like really quickly. Disappointingly quickly. So we'll go with the new Podzilla style. This leg is already like less stiff than I want it to be in terms of its attachment to the ball part that they all come out of. The actual adjustments on the legs are better. I don't know. I got 15 days till I can no hassle, no questions asked, return policy. Got something similar to that, and it couldn't even hold up a GoPro. The new one that I just got today, it's because there's various levels of GorillaPod, and you're right, the little crap ones, the shorties with the little balls, basically useless. This was like the mid-range one, and it was okay for a bit, but very, very short amount of time. The one I had before this was the mid-level one, and it went forever. Like, I was really, really happy. That's why I went with it again. But the quality has gone down. We'll try this new one for a bit. I'll give it its 14 days, and we'll see how I feel. Keep my receipt. For those wondering, it was on sale. I got it on sale for where's the damn total here? $67.19. I believe it was like 20 bucks off ish. So the Podzilla large. Okay, so far. Eric Habakawaka is here. It's kind of pricey for a plastic tripod thingy. It's true. But it is what it is. Everything's more expensive than it should be. That was already loose. That's $29 in the US. Nah, probably. Who knows? 67 bucks is probably, I don't know, probably 45, 50 bucks US. I don't know. Thanks to Joby for not sending me a free tripod. For not supporting my show. Boo, Joby. I've never even asked, but boo to them anyway. They should just know. The Viver tripod is rated at 1,200 pounds. I bet it is. Viver makes a high quality product. You should absolutely give Viver some money because they are awesome and great. That's right, Brian. I got my pretzels. I went to Costco today. The Henry Christopherson Anderson Pretzel Co. Should we make a door? Let's make a door for the thing. Close those for now. We'll go back to them later. But I can literally smell it. You're not smelling mine. This tripod is not that good. Okay, it's not creating like it would be more than $67 if it also had like smell-o-vision capacity. Okay. Door. Can you tell that I really don't want it? Because I kind of don't want it. But I'm gonna. We'll see how far I get. Come on. God, you're up. Let's get some stuff out of my way. It's much better. It's much better. All right. So, grabbing more Douglas fir down for the door rails and stiles and things. Found some pieces that'll work, I think. Gonna go this guy is gonna be my top and bottom. So these are gonna be my rails because I need about 4 feet worth, and this is just over 4 feet worth. In fact, I think I need almost exactly 4 feet worth. I'll size them to the actual cabinet itself, but I can get my rails out of this guy. It's 4 feet long by 4 inches wide. I think I'll make about 3.5 inch door rails and stiles. So I'll lose a little bit off the width of this, but this is almost perfect. So I'll put that over here. My stiles are gonna have to come out of these guys, and they're almost 3 feet, which is here. So the 3.5 inches that I want out of these ones are the straightest grain parts. I don't want any of this stuff. So this edge, 3.5 inches in. Give or take, about there. And then this one, this side, 3.5 inches in there, and it should be pretty close. I might just take a little bit off of there so that I'm actually getting like this section. I think is going to be a little bit better matchy to this, but let's start by getting it approximately ripped down. 36, cut it to like 38-ish. That's got a little bit of junk at the bottom that I don't really want. So if we take 2 inches off of that, we'll go to 38. We'll get 39 here. That's getting me into this stuff. So I'm gonna have to come in a little bit on this one too. It'll be fine. It's a thing. I'm over thinking it again. Oh, here. About there. And about there. To start. This one. About there. About there. Okay. Start with some cross cutting, and then we'll do the same system we did last night. Get them cut to length, plane one side, rip them to width, and then we'll do some actual joinery. We'll do some like grooves and little stub tenons and stuff. Yo. You guys, I knocked you over last night. We'll back you up a little more. You are crooked. Whatever. You guys don't mind being a little crooked, I don't think, do you? Three and a half-ish. Actually, I might want this end. Go on this end. Or this end. Ow! Yeah, but like when you let that go and it snaps back and then it gives you a little one of these in the hand on the way back. Spin. Yeah, our approximate length. really low in the middle there, hey? That's got it enough for the table saw. More than I wanted to have to do on that. Get out of there. This one's probably already. Actually, these ones are already good enough, I think. Okay. There we go, making a thing on the show again. Or still, I guess, because it's still the same thing that we were making before. Oop, doo 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 doo. Making a door for the thing we made. That's the Mike's Never Had This Food Before song. Making a door for the thing we made. If that's rocking. Always better. Always do all of that, like measuring and thinking and stuff portion while your table saw is just sitting over here just running. Just always make sure that your super deadly tools are just kind of like running off to the one side while you're doing things that aren't using them. You go a little bit over 3.5. And then I'll tighten it up after that. So what I was doing was just making sure that I was marked so that I was making sure that the section that I wanted was the section that I'm actually going to be cutting out. Because sometimes you'll just start cutting and then realize that you forgot which section you were after, and now it's too late. This is the section I want. This has got to go away. So that's this one going that way. This one going that way. This one going that way, and this one going, nope, see? I just did it. This way and that way. Okay. Let's have a look. We'll have a little look-see at aesthetically. Yeah. I mean, I'm overthinking it always. Probably don't need to be quite that wide. Probably don't need to be quite that wide. but I can't make them thicker. Once I make them thinner, go down just a little bit. Well, let's ratio-wise, this door is 19-ish by 23-ish. And this one's gonna be 23-ish by 34-ish. So it's a little bit bigger than this guy. I do like the dimensions on these rails. So it's about 33, 34. I mean, this might be okay. Just like barely wider than these. Just barely wider than these ones. What are these ones? These ones are just about 3. Maybe I'll just come down, go just over 3. Yeah. They felt a little bit wide. And I was probably right. Now what 3 inches do I want of these? This supposed to be opposing. Guess I want this 3 and this 3. So, no, that was correct. That one, and I want that 3. These ones I want, doesn't much matter. Just this 3 and that 3. Okay. Again, we'll go just over, and then I'll do a skim cut after. Well, you're very crooked. Are you, if there's ever even anybody here? Oh yeah, there are people here. Screen mirror is fine and dandy until people learn to cut on the wrong side of the fence. Yeah, just remember we're backwards. They're just over 3.5 right now. I'll bring them down to 3, just like 3 1/4 or so. Go 3 1/4. And then we'll just give them a quick little skim cut. guy's a little twisted. I don't really like that. Like how twisted that is, but unfortunately I think I'm just gonna have to make do with it and hope that it's not too bad that it twists the whole damn door out of the way. And I'll just put some little magnet catches on it. I'm not milling another piece of wood. I'm not. It'll have to do. It just has to. It's an electrical box cover. Stop it. Stop overthinking it. It's an electrical box cover. We're not making a piece of fine furniture here. Get your head out of it and just make the thing. Not everything you make has to be the best thing you've ever made. Sometimes you just need a thing to do a thing. Cut our stiles first and get them cut to length. And then we'll cut our rails to fit in between them. I'm gonna get you guys your little stand. It didn't really raise that much because of the new tripod. Well, now you're way up there. Oh, geez. Not very sturdy, though. This is the new tripod's going to take some getting used to for sure. I put you on my pretzels. Well, then you're way up there. Not very sturdy, though. You guys might come off of there, but, you know, whatever. You might come down and you're crooked, but you're going to be what you're going to be. I'll cut like this for you guys. All right, I'll put you over here. Then you can see what exactly it is that I'm doing. I'm just making them fit. At this point, I don't even care what that size is. I'm making them fit. close. Oh, damn it! I don't know how I did that. Okay. Apparently I've already cut the door reveal. So I overshot my first cut there on the second rail, or stile. But I need about a 1/16 reveal around it anyway, so that's what I've ended up giving myself just a little bit earlier in the process than I would normally like to. Goes in there like that. And then we can measure for the stile. And we'll give ourselves a little over a 1/4 inch groove all the way around for the panel. So we'll just overshoot this by about that much too. go. Left enough room for a little stub tenon, maybe 3/8 of an inch deep. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a sit and some pretzels. Then we'll run the grooves on all of these, and then we'll cut the little stub tenon dealies, and then we'll cut the panel to go in them, and then we'll glue it together. Oh, Todd's here. Big picture thinking's here. Missing some peeps. Numb Nuts is here. Them nummy nuts. Is that pitch pine? This is Douglas fir. Tim Mallon showed up. Run some grooves. Do some sanding. Thought it was Southern Yellow Pine. I've never even seen Southern Yellow Pine. We do not get that. I don't think. I've never seen it. I've heard good things. It does have Southern Yellow Pine look from some angles. Is it super hard, super soft, super hard, super soft, super hard, super soft? Because I've heard it's a lot easier to work with than Douglas fir in terms of one of my least favorite woods to work with in the world is the one that I have a crap ton of and make a bunch of things out of, unfortunately. It's just not a fun wood to work with. I've heard good things about Southern Yellow Pine, though. Sounds like a dysfunction. Super hard, super soft. Super hard, super soft. Did I do live chat? No, I didn't do it. It was an hour in before I remembered. So much better than the typical white pine you get at the box stores. Yeah, I've heard people who have it's like their default wood, and then they leave wherever that is and they go someplace else and they're like, wow, sure miss Southern Yellow Pine. So yeah, Douglas fir is just shit. It's just, it can be very pretty, is its advantage. It can be very attractive in certain grain orientations of it. But it's not fun. It's not a fun wood to work with. The core of my main bench is Southern Yellow Pine, and it's fine by me. It can be sappy, though. Yeah, most of our Douglas fir isn't sappy, but our pine is sappy. Our spruce and stuff can be pretty bad. Our Douglas fir can have a little bit of sap pocket too, but you can get Southern Yellow Pine if you buy dimensional lumber larger than 2x6. Here on Vancouver Island? How you know? How could you possibly know that? Or was that the royal you? As in, one could get Southern Yellow Pine in bigger boards? Don't tell me I can, because you don't know. Tim. I think it's time for Smokerette. One could get, yes, but you might be able to also. I don't know. We talked to if Mikey B ever bothered to show up, we could ask him if they ever get Southern Yellow Pine. But I don't think they do. And I mean, he's not the only lumber supplier, but probably the biggest one in the area. Hopefully we make a thing by the end of the year. We'll get this door put together tonight, and then tomorrow night we'll get it hung and a little magnet catch, and we'll turn a door pull and we'll put some finish on it. And then we'll make 3 guitars and 2 significant pieces of furniture so that those resolutions are complete. No, we won't. You got a straight edge of some sort? When you were planing, I got to wondering. Been using a stick off the table saw. 2-foot level sometimes. I have some well, I don't have anything that's like a straight edge. But yeah, if I need something straight, I've got a couple of levels and a couple of lengthy planes that are pretty straight. Honestly, I think the need for straight, I mean, it sounds weird. Things don't need to be as straight as people make themselves think that they do. Same with square. Like straight and square and stuff is great. But we don't need to be as picky about those things as we think that we do. Honestly, if you plane something dead straight and flat and you cut it perfectly square and whatever, and then you like walk away from it for an hour and come back, it's not as straight and level and square and things as it was when you walked away from it. So just let's calm down. If it looks straight, it is straight. Yeah, but there we go. Jimmy DiResta. I didn't know that was his thing. Jimmy DiResta make a wrought iron paper towel holder over the weekend. Oh, okay. Only care when it's joining. Got a weird hump on my planer cart box top, and then when I added the top over that, it was weird. Okay, sure. Yeah, there are circumstances where things need to be flatter than at other times. But if it would have been curving the other way a little bit, it would have been better than if it was curving that way a little bit. Wood movement is a real pain in the butt part of woodworking. Yes, it is. But if you just keep in mind that these parts are going to do things, and so it's like we don't need to have like machinist engineering type tolerances for stuff. must live in an interesting area here in New York. The rest is like a half hour from me, so it's Graham Blackburn, and Jim Bodie is like 5 minutes away from me. I should be a better woodworker. Well, that region needs its shit woodworkers too, though, Tim. Like, don't. Somebody has to bring down the average for that region. It's fine. I fixed the curve. Is that what you're saying? The average woodworker talent in the region isn't allowed to be that high, so they need people there like you so that the average can come down. I fixed the curve. All right, fair, however you want to call it. Let's cut a groove in these. I don't like how twisted this one is, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Just make the panel groove a little bit wider than the panel so that I don't have to worry about it. And it'll sit just fine in there. Little magnet catch in case the bottom corner wants to do a little dealy. Let's cut a groove. Go about 3/8 is about what I left myself. Let's figure out what my insides and my outsides are. This to go to that side, and this to go that side. So those are my insides. You go like that. It's approximately centered. And I go this way, and I'll flip it around, and go this way. I'm going to check on the piece of plywood how much width I need to add. And it'll be dead center. I think I just gotta go more. Yeah! Probably a little bit tight. That's better. Still pretty tight. We'll get it right eventually. Because they're a little bit. There. That's good. Snug, but not dumb. Yeah, snug but not dumb. Just run it a few times, get it all cleared out. Oh, wait. No, it's too thick. It's like, I got a shoulder plane. That little wedge from in between them out of there. Yeah. Yoke. Now we need to make some little tenons on these guys. And we can put it together. He's somewhere. I'm gonna need stop lock for later. Put you guys up on your thing. Up on your pretzels. Not very stable. Nope. I don't know if you're gonna stay there or not. Oh, okay. Quick little couple of places. They're missed. You guys, okay, you are seeing that. Like, I don't know if they're actually in frame. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, okay, it's a little too tight on that one. Maybe that one. Hey, that one's okay. All right, we'll see if we can get these to go totally together in one direction or another. Come on. We aim for adequacy here, in case you're new. Okay. That one goes. Set. Yeah. That one. Get a shoulder plane on that. And that'll go. Oh, that's a little loose actually there. Go. Okay, those two go. So quick hit on a shoulder plane over there. Come on. Who was it that was saying, like, shoulder planes are useless, never buy a shoulder plane? Or like the one tool they were disappointed that they bought or something like that? There are times where it is absolutely the right answer to a problem. There we go. A couple of them are a little bit loose, but yeah, these ones not super tight, but glue will do it. And we'll cut a panel. And we'll have a door. And the panel will be exactly that big. I don't know how big that is. I don't care. Hopefully that door ends up being close to fitting. I really should check before I like glue the panel in. But guess what I'm not gonna do? Because it was approximately the right size when I figured it out. So it'll be approximately the right size now. That goes like that, and we'll just measure right off of that. Except we'll measure this way. Guys, look at this. It's like dead nuts on perfect. that doesn't always happen. It's literally like bang on. So let's cut ourselves a panel. That's just from like estimating. It's going to be about the grooves are going to be about this deep, so I'll cut it about that long. That's funny. Yeah, not my best, most tightest of joinery, for sure. But this side. That's funny. Just pops right in. Just pops right in. I mean, it's sagging a little bit on that joint, but it's like, that cut, by the way, you'll hear people all the time say, don't cut something against the fence of your table saw if the piece is wider than it is long. Okay, yes, I understand the sentiment of that. If you have lots of reference surface for your fence, well, and you're pushing on this side of the situation and not pushing out here, and you're making sure you're staying solid contact, that is a cut that I am perfectly comfortable making. You may or may not be. If there's anything that you're doing that is giving you the willy-nillys and you don't know why, stop doing that thing. It's a cut you can make. Let's see if this fits. Wouldn't it be miraculous if this thing all just went together? Is anybody even still here? If this thing just kind of like works, that'll be cool. Like that. See if this can just clip right in. Gonna be a wee bit snug. I might have to just kind of chamfer off the edges of that plywood because it's a little snug. Hold on. Come on. Let's get this door in. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I fit one of the joints, and then I actually had one of the pieces backwards. So that was good work with the shoulder plane, idiot. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, I got it a little bit too wide, I think. See where it's not fitting. Nope. plywood panel is about 1/8 of an inch too long. Like tall. Yeah. Leave them together where they go. Oh. Haha, we're almost done. Go in. Yeah. 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 It goes in the thing. It goes in the thing. And there's like just over a 1/16 or so at the top so that I can do my spacing. Actually, it's pretty even around the outside too. The electric panel police are on their way. Don't tell them. Like they're not watching this, so if you guys don't tell them. Yep, that'll do. We made a door for the thing. Hour 49. We got to glue it together, and I'll do some sanding and stuff. I'm not going to make you guys watch because I'm going to sand all of these individual pieces before I glue it up, and including the panel. So I'm not like trying to sand the panel like while it's in there and then bumping up against the edge and stuff. So, yeah, later tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll sand all those parts and glue it together so that tomorrow night we can just hinge it, mount it, turn a drawer pull, and then add finish to the whole thing. And maybe make some little doodads to hang on the inside of the door to hold my sketchbook and my pencils and my Sharpies and my microns and a couple of rulers and maybe a little square. My drawing accoutrement, as the French say. I'm not scrolling back, so if there were like questions or whatever, you're gonna have to ask them now. Don't ask stupid, like, don't ask asshole questions like, why aren't you using a riving knife? Or, as long as you put the shock boss from Mega Man on the door, you pass inspection. Funny you say that. Because remember I was talking about like, I wanted to put my logo and stuff up there for branding. What if I had like my logo somewhere on this, but it was like getting hit by Mjolnir, and there's like the current, like the electric currents and stuff like around. Like I figure I can do something that signifies that there's electricity in here, but is still cool. Just wouldn't be Mjolnir. What's the axe one that he got after Mjolnir? Why don't I remember the name of the axe that's like Groot's arm? Gonna mortise the hinges like a woodworker? Yep. They're not like good hinges. Not spending good hinge money on something like this. They're just little brass Stormbreaker? Is that what it's called? Maybe. It sounds right, but if I put that on here and had all like the electricity surrounding it and stuff, it would still look cool. But it wouldn't be like electrical panel, you know? Like it would look like art on a cabinet. But it doesn't matter because I broke the law about electricity anyway by not putting my bench 36 inches away from the electrical panel. I'm only like 33 inches away from the electrical panel with my workbench. But you know what? If it's an emergency and the emergency responders need to access my electrical panel and they come in here and they're like, we have no idea where the electrical panel is. Oh no, I guess we should just leave. Like, those are not good responders. I saw hinges where the official page calls out Brusso as trash. I'm kind of on their side. I think for what you pay for Brusso hinges, they should be better. These things are crazy nice. Okay. How much are they? That's the problem. Is like, as with a lot of things in life, you do end up getting what you pay for when it comes to like door hardware and stuff. Didn't a poor soul just get 15 to 20 for having over what? For having 24 inches in front of his panel? I don't know. Zeus was a god that used lightning bolts as a weapon. This is true. It's a good point. I could put Fat Russell Crowe up there. How could you not be finished with those already? These ones I just opened like an hour ago. Settle down. They're called Smart Butt. I like them already. Built-in stops at 3 degrees. Yeah, I like that. Cosmo says he's got some Brusso stuff and the finish is a bit meh. Like I said, for what you pay for a Brusso hinge, they should be better. But to be fair, I have never put one in a project because when I looked at them in person, I was like, nope. I'm not going to pay that kind of money for that quality of hinge. I would rather pay $527 for an adequate hinge set, a set of adequate hinges for $5.27, then pay $60 for a nice set of hinges that are kind of meh. $80 a pair for the Smart Butts. I don't think that's all that much more than Brusso anymore, is it? I don't know. One time I looked at Horton brasses, which seemed to be Brusso level hinges at like 70-80% of the cost of Brusso hinges. Go old school and use a dowel as the hinge. You can go old school and use dowels as hinges all day long. And then after you've hung your cabinet door, you can go outside and you can roll a wheel down the street with a stick in the dust if you want. That's what Tim would do. Bailey's here. How you doing, my friend? We made this door. Well, I did. These guys didn't do anything. Made a frame and panel door for this thing tonight. No, I would use brass hinges. So, and just make sure that guy's in frame. Because between yesterday and today, we made this thing. Well, I did. But you guys we're here for moral support. We just gotta get the hinges on it, and we'll turn a little knotty. All right. I'm gonna do a poll. I know these don't work very well on this channel. In lives, the polls don't work, but I did say I was going to turn a walnut door pull, but I don't think it deserves it, and I'll tell you why. The reason I use walnut door pulls on my cabinets here in the shop is because they have some other aspect in them that uses walnut, and it's like it sets that off. It like plays on the other. So this guy here, one walnut drawer that got red oak as its pull, and then walnut on the other ones to play into the drawer, right? Same with this guy over here. Walnut drawer, walnut door pull. This guy over here. Walnut drawer, walnut door pull. There ain't no walnut involved in this guy. But if I did a walnut door pull, it would tie it into the other cabinets a little bit. But at the same time, it is its own entity. So you should do something that's appropriate for the particular furniture piece as its own thing. So what are the thoughts on the door pull? I think if you spent money on fancy wood and spent time building a box, the hinges should be something in line with the other costs. Yes. Pine will do? No. It's better than that. It deserves better than pine, but maybe it doesn't deserve walnut. I don't know. Maybe it's shop furniture. A carriage bolt head would be just fine. No, maybe in your shop, okay? I'm trying to make my shop nice. I'm trying to class up the joint, okay? But I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to pinky up, like classy up the shop. Resin stabilized peanut butter pretzel. Ooh, I like that, except I wouldn't have time to do that. Lightning bolt door pull. Ooh. Oh, little Lego minifig. Little Thor minifig. As the door pull? Just relief on the backside. Like no pull? No pull. But then where do I grab the door? Walnut to tie it in with the rest of the cabinets. It would do that. It would just sort of really tie the room together, as Lebowski would say. Maybe. I don't know. No pull, Bailey says. No, it's gonna have a door pull. I'm sure it is. Spinning top door pull. I like that. I'll have to hire Mike to build me cabinets. I'm expensive. And I take forever. But clearly I don't have to. Like, I mean, clearly I don't need to take forever to make cabinets. If, like, there was a 2 hour show last night. Well, I don't know, how long did it take to make the box? Only like half an hour last night. And then the door tonight in like an hour. Carve something cool and unique. For the door pull, carve something. Little master sword, little Hylian shield. So how many containers of pretzel bites do you charge? Well, we'd have to talk about the scope of the project. Like when you say build me cabinets, what does that mean? Am I outfitting your whole shop with the hanging wall cabinets? Because that's going to be a lot of pretzels. Flush mount brass ring pull. Ooh, that's a slick idea, except I don't have one. Yeah, like a routed out, like one of those brass, like inset pulls that you route out a little pocket for it, and then it kind of flips out. Maybe for a future thing, but that's a cool idea. This one I kind of just want to get done tomorrow. So I think just turning a normal everyday door pull is probably the answer. Do a wooden knob with your logo branded on it. Yeah. Will the whole door fit in the laser at the... Yeah. Maybe? Maybe? I think it might. I don't know. Somebody at a computer? We have an Xtool P2. I know the bed is bigger than the Glowforged, but I don't know if it'll do a full 36 wide. Well, 34 wide. I think it'll do the 20 deep, but I don't know about the 32 or 33. Screw a gnome to it. One jar of pretzel bites to talk about. Another to use measuring tools. Another to draw it on paper. What? Bailey's gonna go back and watch. Need to make some cabinets. I keep logging in after the work is done. They're still up. I mean, it's just a box. It's not even. It doesn't even have a back on it because it's just covering my electrical panel. Which let's not. Okay, but it's just a square, a rectangle of wood that I doweled the corners of. Actually, I screwed them together while the glue dried, and then I replaced the screws with dowels, and then I made a frame and panel door for it. I gotta say, the fact that I just like guessed at the sizes of these things, like after I got the individual parts cut to length, I just kind of like estimated how, and I was like, it'll be about like this big. And then hopefully it's maybe a little bit too big and I can cut it down to fit. And it just like right in. Like sometimes your eyeballs are good enough, apparently. Good measuring. knobs. Like, I'll make the grooves about little over a quarter of an inch deep, so that I'll cut this about this much longer than it needs to be. Yeah, that'll probably be okay. Just right in. I like turned pulls, the various shaker shapes. Yeah, that's basically, these are just. Oh, this is the 756 alarm. That's just a little sort of shakery door pull out of oak on that one. But I turn that, and then I turn like on the base of that, there's like a 1/4 inch deal, and I just, they're dead easy. I meant to give you a branding. I meant you have a branding iron of your logo. Put it on a knob. It's too big. I only have one head for my branding iron, and it's a 2-inch dealie. I should just pop a little brand at least before I put finish on it. I should at least brand like the corner or something, because I don't know what's gonna go on it in terms of decoration, but I should brand it. You're a rectangle of wood. That was mean. Make a bigger knob for the, make a big, Marv's got an idea. Make a big fat ass knob, brand my logo on it, and just put it. Fits pretty good for actually not even being glued together or hinged or attached or anything. Big knob it up. Maybe I'll just grab a random scrap out of the bin and just turn a knob and have done with it. Be like, that's what this cabinet gets. It gets a scrap of. I don't have much in here that's even like 8/4 to do. I got another bin around someplace. I'll find a scrap of something and I'll turn a knob. That's what I'll do. I asked Bexford about his polls in an Instagram comment. 2 months later, he messaged me randomly with photos of his setup, the drill press and tenon cutter. Really long plug cutter, but it works awesome. Yeah, that sounds like something he would do. Be like, let me get back to you on that. I'm going to go like document it. And then, and then he forgot. And then he remembered. And then. I'm pretty sure if you go to, well, this cabinet build is a 2-part build series. The first part is just the carcass. So if you go to part 2 of this build, it's the doors and the drawers, and the door pulls will be in there of me doing them. The lathe cab rack probably also has me turning door pulls. And maybe, yeah, we'll do one tomorrow night. Why not? I'll grab a random chunk of scrap and I'll throw it up in the lathe and we'll make a knob. I love that he's on Instagram and shares a photo of a flower from him is truly amazing to me. He seems like a really good dude. And yeah, he does do sometimes, like, I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram, and I follow Christian Bexford. So like, it'll just be like, this blade of grass made me smile today. How are you doing? And it's like, thanks, Chris. Make the pull and then determine if it'll suit your taste on the spot. Maybe I'll just turn 3 or 4 of them out of different pieces of wood and just hold them up and be like, which one do I like? It'll depend on how, first of all, whether or not I can get the rig, my setup such that I'm not going to run out of power. Because if I can get this thing rigged up so that I'm not going to run out of power, I'll go 6-hour show tomorrow night. And if that's the case, then like hinging and hanging and finishing and door pull on this, I can turn 3 or 4 door pulls and pick and put on and finish and whatever. And then we can make a guitar or something. No. But we can do something else. I wonder. Hold on. New tripod. New tripod with better, sturdier legs. If I shimmy you guys in the clip over there, you're still going to be okay. If I get you somewhere where this will actually reach. Is that charging? Is that? No. Where does it need to live for it to charge? No. Maybe. What if I put you, if I clip you in at this end? Aha! You could live there. And this thing is currently charging. So I could just, I could hot glue it on the back of my phone case. Because you are currently charging and sitting in the tripod and stable enough. It's a situation that's fluid, but the new tripod and clip and stuff is giving me hope that that's maybe a thing. Not sure how you're gonna rig an induction charger. Maybe a light duty squeeze clamp, but there's hot glue. I just star bond the shit together, like, and I'll throw my case out after. I'm due for a new phone, but I was going to say I'm due for a new case anyway. I'm actually due for a new phone. Well past due. A couple of zip ties, rubber bands, glue gun. They sell induction chargers that you can angle, like for watching movies on your phone, and use it as a clock. Yep. But I don't have one. I don't really want to spend any more money. Not right now. I don't want to spend any more money. What about the tripod today? I also got a bunch of pretzels and a couple other things while I was going to Costco. You're not just going to go to Costco for pretzels. So I got a couple other things. Bought a new, not inexpensive, bought a new staple gun. free ad for DeWalt, because apparently I'm like a DeWalt spokesperson or whatever. With the 5-in-1, I wanted a staple gun that could also do brad nails. So I went with the DeWalt heavy duty multi-tacker 5-in-1 that can heavy duty, light duty cable staples, narrow flat staples, and 18 gauge brad nails. We'll see. You could do your door. You could do your door with staples? .23 gauge pinner. No, 18 gauge, but only up to like 5/8, I think. Yeah, 5/8 inch, 18 gauge brad nails. I would ideally I would have a little pin nail. I like a smaller nail better, but the Lee Valley flash sale one that marketed least pressure required. How long an 18 gauge can that thing sink into a plank? Well, I bought 5/8 ones because it says that's what it can take. And like I'm not using it for like pinning a full. Because I wanted to be able to, when I do the cleat wall, I've got 1/2 inch plywood that I'm cutting the strips out of. I want to be able to just like smother some glue on, stick it up there, and go bang, bang, bang across it. So 5/8 inch brad nail should, mathematically speaking, sink it 1/8 of an inch into the wood behind it through a 1/2 inch piece of plywood, which will be enough force for it to stay there while the glue's drying. It's basically a clamp, right? Like a picture frame with the staples. Like at the corners? No, I'm gonna do it properly and glue and clamp it together. Just don't feel like doing it right now. I'll do it after or tomorrow morning. I'm actually more stoked than I should be that this thing came together so like well and cleanly and quickly. In an ideal world, I would have picked better pieces of wood. I would have had the proper panel that I actually wanted. But it's exactly fine for what it needs to be. And like I said way back at the beginning, not everything you make needs to be the nicest thing you've ever made. Sometimes you just need a thing to do a thing. Get it done. Get it out of the way. This is nicer than it needs to be, but it's not as nice as it could be. It's fine. One doggo walked. One to go? How many doggos you got? And why would you walk them one at a time? That seems like an inefficient use of time. Just one now, sad face. Oh, boo, Earns. I'm sorry, man. I didn't. That's a shitty thing to. Boo. older pup had a heart tumor that we discovered in October. Fucking hell. Boo! It's been a year. Well, there's a new one on the horizon, my friend. At least you're working on a deal where you might get some cabinets in exchange for pretzels. Or a cello. I'll trade you a cello for some cabinets. No, I totally don't need a cello. Gotta hit the sack. All right, later, Tim. We'll see you tomorrow night for the big extravaganza. This cello that's collecting dust. Yeah, that cello right over there that you're looking at, and it's being sad in the corner, and you're laughing at it like a jerk. At least if it was at my house, somebody would try. like it might, it would at least get attempted once in a while at my house. For a while. So it can go be sad at your place. No, it would be joyous at my house because at least somebody would be playing with it. It would have a friend. It might be sad at what it was being forced to do. Not in a sick way. Don't be sick about it. It might not enjoy all of the noises that are coming out of itself. I would try it live here on the show. Mike's never played a cello before. Oh, that'd be an awesome show. Mike's never played a cello before here in the garage. I'm probably really good at it, just automatically. I'm just gonna sit down and it's gonna make sweet, because it's probably super easy, and you're just terrible. We could make that happen. Yeah, I'll trade you. I'll come make you a cabinet, and I'll come home with the cello. Or I'll make you a cabinet, bring it down, trade you for the cello. We'll go to Lee Valley. We'll go have lunch someplace cool. We'll spend more money than we should at Lee Valley and probably on lunch. And then I'll come back, and then on the next show, I will try cello for the first time live on the... And I'll be really good immediately. And then you'll feel even worse about yourself and your skills with a cello. You understand how notes and chords work on a stringed instrument already, sorta. You'll have a hell of a time with the bow, though. No, I think it'll be super easy. I think you can only play, because of the radius of the fretboard, you could only ever play 2 notes at the same time, right? because you would never be able to get the bow to touch 3 strings at the same time. So, like, you would only need to know where on each pair of 2 strings, you would only need to know where matching notes are. So if you knew where the A and the D and the G, or et cetera, were on each of these 2 strings, and each of these 2 strings, and each of these 2 strings, you would just be able to put your fingers in those places. They'll work together. And then you just do this. And it makes it go. Right? You do this. And it goes. Just like I saw. Pretty sure. What? Tuning CGDA is different. That's a little CGDA. Okay. Yeah, that. But I think I'm pretty sure that I would just be instantly really good. Like, I'd throw a football over the mountains. Where are we at? We're at 2.5 hours. Made a door a little while ago. I gotta take it down. I'm gonna take it apart, sand it all, put it back together with some glue. And essentially, we've got a cabinet that just needs hinges. And I pull. Put some kind of finish on it. Yep. I'll probably just buff in a coat or 2 of the custom liquid wax and be good. Or I could dig in my drawer and see what I have that's just kicking around in terms of like tongue oil and Danish oils and stuff. If I had, whoa, I do. I was gonna say if I had some of that like walnut tinted Danish oil that I've used on a few things, I guarantee you I have some of that. Just to richen it up and make it sort of darken it a little bit. That might be nice. I'm always going to be disappointed that the red oak ply selection was so shit when I went to go look for one, and I had to use birch on the panel. That's always going to piss me off a little bit. But it is what it is. And maybe once it's got decorations and whatever it's going to have on it, it won't bother me so much. But it'll always bother me some. Honestly, if I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get the red oak for the panel, I probably would have made the whole thing out of not Douglas fir. I probably would have made the whole thing out of cherry, because then it would just be a completely different piece of furniture. Because now it feels like, to me, it's going to feel like a cabinet that's supposed to match everything else, but doesn't because of the panel. If I made it all, like if I made it the frame and the outside and stuff out of cherry, it would just feel like an accent piece, as opposed to like something that's almost matching the rest of the shop. that beard oil would make a good finish. I have a couple of bottles of it too that I'm never going to use. So I should just do that. It's shop furniture. I know, but it's my shop. And there's a reason that all of the furniture is starting to match. Because I like the idea of eventually all of my shop stuff being stuff that I've made that's all in the same style with the same woods and now this one's gonna feel like you almost matched everything. Like it'll be fine. It won't piss me off enough. Yes, it will. I will hopefully be able to move past it. I will always remember that this is the piece that I built over 3 days of live show to end a year on the internet with my friends to keep from drinking. And so that's something special that this cabinet has that will mean more than just a cabinet. Because now it's a symbol, it's a memory, it's a metaphor. You know what I mean? Right? Like I'm always gonna be able to look at it and remember why this exists. New poll. Who wants to see a beard oil finish? I don't always do what the poll results say either, by the way. Seems like you're talking yourself out of this cabinet. No, the panel is gonna bother me forever. But there's more to like about it than there is to not like. New show idea. Turn a pan/bowl and try weird substances to finish it. Tonight we're gonna turn a pen and finish it in marshmallow fluff. See if we can use marshmallow fluff as a finish. Chocolate sauce or something. Can you use, except if I was gonna do that, I would do that as an edited video series. Because that's the kind of shit that people will click on because they're stupid idiots and I hate them. They'd be like, and it'll be a thumbnail of like me squirting, yes, toothpaste. Like me squirting toothpaste on a bowl as it spins will be the thumbnail, and it'll be like, toothpaste is the best finish you've never tried, or something. And this one secret no one tells you about using toothpaste in your woodworking. Man, YouTube pisses me off so much. It works for the hydraulic press show. That sounds like a show I don't want to watch. Toothpaste is a mild abrasive. Yeah, I guess it would have to be, wouldn't it? Will give you a real smooth finish if you stayed at it long enough. I wonder what grit equivalent toothpaste would be. I wonder if that would be like the final, after custom grit step 1 and step 2, then you finish with toothpaste to get up to like 200,000. You're joking, but you're leaving money on the table by not making that toothpaste finish video. I'm also leaving my soul intact, though. Like, you're right. I'm leaving money on the table, but I'll sleep better if I don't ever make that video. all of a sudden Colgate calls and they're like, tell you what, X number of dollars for you to use our toothpaste as a finish in a video. I'm going to say yes. I'll just be honest. I am going to say yes. I was thinking someone used toothpaste as a stropping compound and it wasn't doing much. I think someone used it. It's not going to surprise me if that video already exists of people using toothpaste for something. Big toothpaste going to stop you. Well, if I'm going to start, I mean, we talked about this, the new series, the new turning series, right? Where I tried different species of wood and talk about their working properties and things. Maybe new finish series. Like, how does honey work as a wood finish? Spoiler alert, not very well. Let's get into it. It's growing on me. The idea is suddenly growing on me to use random things as finish, just to wreck projects. But if it's just like turn and scrap, oh man, I kind of want to now. It's because it's not like I wouldn't be like making a nice thing and then trying to finish it with something shit and just like to wreck the project just for YouTube videos. We're just like trying different things on the lathe as a finish. It's not a, yeah. The more I talk about it, the more this sounds like a thing. There's no value in it whatsoever. I just move past the idea that I'm contributing anything of value to the world. But it might be fun, and there's value in fun. There's value in, I hate that it would be entertaining and that there's value in that. You put on a lab coat while you do it and it's science. Do you have a lab coat? I don't even know where I would get a lab coat. There isn't like a lab coat store here. Maybe just like a thrift, like a Value Village might have like a random lab coat. And like some like actual like science safety glasses. I don't get a Bunsen burner. We'll call it science. Then I'll get all the scientists will yell at me because that's not science. I hate that it would be entertaining. Do you hear yourself? I know. Sometimes I got to work through things. Okay? Like, it's one of the reasons that this show exists is so that I have a sounding board to work through. Like, I have some issues. Unfortunately, you guys are the ones who have to like listen to it. And I tell you all the time that you don't have to. Like, nobody's forcing you to be here for this. In fact, the only one who gets paid isn't here. Lab coat and stethoscope. Ooh, get a stethoscope, and then I could like listen to the finish and be like, oh, it still sounds really loud. So it's not, the abrasive isn't breaking down very well. And like as I'm turning, I'll be in my lab coat with my stethoscope, and I'll make sure that the stethoscope is dangling like dangerously close to the lathe as it's spinning to get all those people. we also suggest ridiculous things constantly. This is true. But some of them turn out to not be that ridiculous. Like, this is not a terrible plan. If self-described idiots can make 3 videos trying to mummify a carved pumpkin, you can do weird stuff with toothpaste. I know I can. I'm not saying that, like, I'm not even saying it's not a good idea. I'm just saying I hope to never become the kind of person who does those. I have never wanted to, like, well, yes, there are times where I make a YouTube video specifically because I think that I might make a couple of dollars off of it. I'm doing an unboxing and trying out and using for a little while and then giving a review on this drill right here. This drill is getting a video because I bought a new drill and it's wasteful for me to buy a new drill and not unbox it on video for YouTube and talk about it. It's a missed opportunity to not do that. Guarantee you, when I put out the video of me talking about this drill, and the video is literally going to be like, yep, it's a drill. It's going to work for me. Thanks for watching. Guarantee you, more people are going to watch that than watch me take 6 months to make a guitar. This video might turn out to be one of the few videos that actually ends up paying for the tool. It's not going to surprise me at all. And there's going to be almost no value whatsoever to that video. You know, Wood by Right purposely misspells titles often. That doesn't, yeah, see, that kind of shit. It's the kind of stuff that you should do. But you made a guitar. I did make a guitar. I'll show you. Because why not? This is the guitar that I made. In 2020? I don't know. It was, I made it for the Great Guitar Build-Off International Luthiery Competition. Cherry and Sapele. Made it from scratch. And it was awesome. And it's still awesome. Nobody cared. I'm gonna go put it back. Years ago, back in 2008, my wife posted a video of our washer and dryer singing songs for power on and off. And that got 100,000 views. Of course it did. But that's funny. Value is in the eye of the consumer. The YouTube audience is a strange one. It sure is. Thought he'd play it. Oh no, I gotta have amps and stuff for that one. If I might play something tomorrow, but it'll just be I'll play an acoustic. I'm not gonna play that one. That involves a bunch of chords, and then I need a microphone and all this stuff. So, for someone who has no idea about guitars, can you build one from plans and just stick to dimensions, or is there fiddling and adjusting like there is with violins? Not as well. An electric guitar, it's just a chunk of wood with some wiring in it, my friend. There are some aspects of it that you should be fairly precise with in terms of where you put frets in relation to each other and stuff like that so that things sound good in the end. But it's not like a violin where the creation of the wooden thing is what's going to affect this. Don't come at me with your tone wood arguments either. An electric guitar, the neck of an electric guitar and having the frets spaced appropriately and is far more important than with a violin. It's the actual chamber itself that you're creating that's the important part. The frets, I think, are the hard part for electric. Yeah, and that's just measuring and then cutting to a measurement. And things have to fit well together, and there are some angles involved. But yeah, I mean, the original question was like, can you just follow plans and it'll be okay? Yes. Shape and air movement has a lot to do with acoustic instruments. Yeah. And the waves are bouncing and reverberating off of things in the air. And the way that they reflect and refract within a chamber and what that chamber is made out of affects the quality of those waves as they come out into your ear hole. That's just science. That's the technical way to explain what's happening. But electric guitar, you make an electric guitar out of a 2x4. Neck body connection seems important. Yeah, but you could just fill it with epoxy and it'll be fine. Science! That was a pretty good scientific explanation of an acoustic instrument. The sound waves, that they do this inside of the chamber, and then they whoop out into your ear hole. Sound box effects. I believe you. I don't know what that means, but yes, sure. Sorry, Eric, I might have missed something. Jack White did make one out of a 2x4. There you go. Okay. Rock it up on 3 hours. I'm probably getting close on power. Yep, I gotta go. I'm at 11%, which means in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna be at 4% and my phone's gonna turn off. So, join me tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to make it the extravaganza. You don't have to come at all, but if you do come, don't feel like you need to come and sit here for 6 hours. Okay? You come in and out, you can go to bed, you can just come say hi and then duck out, whatever. I'm going to do a long ass show tomorrow night. If I can figure out how to rig up my power situation, I'm going to do a long ass show and hang out here in the shop with whoever's around at various times and keep from drinking. And that's what's going to happen. So I might start a little bit late. Might do like 6 o'clock my time instead of 5:45. Oh, a little bit late. Oh no. Do a 6 o'clock start, and then at 7 o'clock, an hour in, it'll be New Year's for those guys way over there, I think, won't it? New Yorker people. And we can do New Year's together. And then I'll go and we'll do New Year's again with the people in Ohio and whatever. I'll go right till New Year's here. As long as I can get my power figured out. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Oh, and we'll get this finished. The door will be glued up. And then tomorrow all we got to do is put hinges on it and a knob. And just buff some beard oil into it or some honey or something. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you one more time this year. On to bigger and better things for next year. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. Thanks, everybody.